Yes. Let's go around and wrap the show up here. What a great conversation today. Because I think expectations are important. I think they help set the bar. And Johnny, you said set the standard. And again, I'm going to repeat myself time and time again. This show is an example of just that, right? If you would have tuned into Keith and Marty months ago, the bar was lower than what it is today. So I texted Christina outside as John and Marty were doing the segment here. I was like, man, what a fun show today, even though it's a clusterfuck. Did today's show meet Keith's expectations? Actually, it did. It didn't start there, but it got there. And I think John and Marty, as we talk about it all the time, just get moving. Just get moving. Set an expectation for yourself, achieve it, and then keep moving. And then keep moving. Because if you don't have the expectation, you don't know where to go. You don't have a mission to get to. I talked to you guys a few moments ago about my purpose as a man. I really want to be the best partner for my wife. I want to be the best dad for my children. Then I'm going to have to set an expectation. Or Johnny, like you said, you got to set a standard. So men, as you're rolling over this morning, starting your day, don't hit the snooze button. Don't be afraid to set an expectation for yourself and then work to meet it and then move that bar and rise it again and keep rising it again. Let's go around the table. What did you guys think of the show today? Marty, what did you learn from the show today, even though it started out as kind of a clusterfuck? But what did you take from the show today as we wrap it up and we head into community corner and you guys get on with your day? Marty.
Tamika has a great perspective.
Yes.
Her energy was great as well.
Yes.
I would definitely love to have her back to do a deeper dive on some topics, and I definitely have questions to ask her. AJ, one of the GOATs.
Yes.
The original business athlete. We love
yes.
AJ.
Yes.
So that was great. And then, Keith, I'm going to give you some credit today, man. I know this is rare. I don't usually give you a lot of credit.
I'm stiffening up here. Yeah.
So this is what I got to tell you. So
stiffening up. This is that's a weird thing to say on the thing while we're talking about sex all day.
Man. Yeah, come on, man. Now I don't want to compliment you anymore. No, I'm saying.
I'm kidding. I'm stiffening up. That was good. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Segment's over. Marty's got nothing for me now. Oh, man.
No. On a serious note, though. Last week we had a situation where you were rattled the rest of the show.
Yeah.
I don't want to get specific.
Yeah.
All right. But this week, today specifically, you
Yeah.
messed up the intro.
Yeah.
You had audio issues. You had to leave.
Yes.
Let Christina take over, come back, and you weren't rattled. You were great after.
Thank you.
You got better. So
Thank you.
Congrats on that, man. I love to see your growth, man. Good job.
I appreciate that. No, that's awesome. No, but that's why we're a team. That's why we're a team, right? And I go to bed better than I ever have. I wake up every single better than I have because I know I got Marty, I got Christina, I got Johnny, and we just do this together. Right. And when somebody stumbles, somebody picks that person up. And Marty, as I was stumbling around, I looked at your face and I'm like, no, I'm fine because John and Marty are here. Like, I just had no issues at all. So I appreciate those kind words, Marty. And again, as we're doing the Love Fest in front of our audience right now, I hope that we're teaching people that we practice what you preach, right? Don't pause, just get started, build a strong team around you and have support. Johnny, what did you take from today's show, brother?
Yeah, I think the beginning of the show where things went a little goofy, a little south.
Yeah.
I think just the fact that we owned it outright.
Yes.
And I think there's a huge lesson in that because so many people are hiding behind, they're waiting for the perfect time. They're waiting for the perfect this. They're waiting for the perfect that. There's no perfect time. The perfect time is right now, and the perfect place is right fucking here.
Yes.
So get at it.
Yes.
Are you going to make mistakes? Yes. You watched it happen to us, but we learned and we move on. And that's what the process is all about.
That's right. Tina, final word to you, kiddo. What would you take from today's show?
I think for me, expectations is a super interesting conversation that I don't think we often get to dig into very frequently. We ourselves on the show, but just generally folks. I once heard stress described as or defined as when the reality of a situation does not meet your expectations of that situation, that's when stress occurs. And to me, that was always a really qualitative or quantitative way to look at stress. And I think it's true. Oftentimes when we are stressed out, it's because we want something to be different when it can't be. For example, this fucking filter on your face. I really want to be different. I don't want to be looking at a Pixar character when I'm trying to have a serious conversation. But here we are. I'm not stressed about it because my expectations of you are really low.
Oh, Christina, I love it. I love having fun with you guys here on the show. What a great conversation here today.
You know what I just pictured? Christina's wife coming in like, what are your internet friends doing?
Yeah. Oh, all the time. I don't know. I don't want to hear this. Go play with your internet friends. I don't care.
All right, we're closing up the show here. Community Corner, ending up the show here. Mornings Alive with Keith and friends, John C. Marty Fit, and of course, producer Christina Flynn. I enjoyed today's chat. I
can't with this. I can't. Stop trying to be serious.
Tamika was awesome, man. Tamika is a goat for sure. I agree. We want to get Tamika on here. Good times, live in the comments, and Arm and everybody. And
I can't.
all right, we got the business and branding. Hey, Christina, Johnny, I'm hoping that Lauren still loves me. Lauren's going to want to have some sex with me sometime this week with this kind of face.
Well, yeah, I guess the question is, when she sees that face, she's wondering what the rest of the equipment looks like.
That's definitely 5.7 minutes right there.
Oh, man, it's cartoon equipment along the fly here. So there you go. All right, so listen, we're going to walk up John and Marty. They're on with their day here. And Keith and Christina are going to continue with Community Corner. We got somebody to celebrate in the Creator Spotlight, and then we're gonna head out to do the business and branding segment. And of course, we're back tomorrow, Wednesday, with our friend Richie Rich Ingram, the man who's maybe he walks a couple miles for a living. He just
dude. I say this with love, but I think about him all the time. He's the one-arm wonder, baby.
I agree.
And I say that with nothing but love and respect. I was telling somebody about him, and they were like, and he was like, wow. And I was like, yeah, he's a one-arm wonder. And I was like, damn, that's good.
He's a fucking warrior, man. He's a hero. I talk to Richie. I talk to Richie once, twice a week. The guy does not fail to amaze me. He tells me something. Holy fuck, man. Like, Johnny, you're right, man. The guy, I'm going to go do 100 miles today. Oh, yeah. So, Marty, I look at John and Richie the same way, right? Richie goes and just does 100 miles for nothing. John goes and just benches 700 pounds. And they just, all right, you guys go do your thing.
For 40 reps.
That wasn't a bench press. That wasn't a bench press.
Oh,
it was a squat. That's it.
All right, you guys get out of here. Tina and Keith got some work to do to wrap the show up here today. We're gonna get into the Community Corner Creator Spotlight, and then we're gonna do our business and branding segments. All right, Tina, let's rock and roll with our Community Corner segment of the show here. I am looking for our Creator Spotlight. I don't have one here in the links here, so I'm thinking you're gonna throw one up there for us.
Yeah, I can do
that. There we go. I see it. There we go. Boom. Okay. Awesome. All right. Oh, there we go. So I see this. Perfect. I like that. All right. Okay. So today's Creator Spotlight is somebody who I'm going to throw to Christina to do the introduction while I get it going up here. So today, Christina, who are we celebrating and why are we celebrating this person for today's Creator Spotlight?
So this individual who hails from the UK, they are the founder of AI for Non-Techie. This person provides accessible, jargon-free AI training for beginners and non-technical users. We don't have her up yet. Great. AI consultant and trainer. So she, hint, works with the top companies like Toyota, Salesforce, SEMrush, offering all of those folks AI consulting and team training. She is the top 20 MarTech influencer and AI consultant to the UK government and winner of the AI Trailblazer Award at the 2024 AI Revenue Summit. And 20% of her profits support grassroots initiatives to reduce isolation for older folks. So get that look off your face. Oh my God. Today's Creator Spotlight, please forgive me, Heather Murray. Oh Lord. Is Heather Murray.
Heather Murray, yes. And Heather, you have the distinct pleasure, if that's the term, you have the distinct pleasure of being introduced by the first cartoon character, Keith Billis, on Mornings in the Lab Creator Spotlight here, Mornings in the Lab here this morning. So we are celebrating Heather here today. She's AI for non-techies and AI for non-animated characters like myself. Birmingham, England. Let's have a look at her profile here, Christina, as we go through it.
Yeah, I think why we're highlighting Heather, I love everything that she's doing, and I love it for a number of different reasons. First, focused very acutely on how do you make AI accessible for non-tech people? And I think this is a really powerful conversation because all of us can benefit from AI, but because it is known to be heavy tech and deep tech, then people shy away from it. She's saying it doesn't matter if you're technical or not. This is a game of tinkering, and she wants to empower people on how to use AI to really support them in their business, help them scale themselves. Even just the way you popped up like that, it's so weird. She's also, her content is really educational. So whether AI or not, I consider myself pretty proficient in AI. I still find her content really informative with a lot of practical ways to look at AI from an entrepreneur's perspective. If you're a brand builder, if you own an agency, which she's done, she is bringing this 20 years plus of experience of running her own agency and business and building her brand, which hasn't happened overnight. It's been a very long-term game for her. She talks openly about that. She talks about the fact that she's not this overnight sensation. She's been here. And yes, her growth has been exponential in the last year plus, but it wasn't an easy game. And she talks about the difficulties and she talks about the realities of that from an entrepreneurial perspective. And I've just got a lot of respect for the way that she approaches things and the language that she uses to bring people into the benefits of AI.
But Tina, I thought everything was overnight success. You're disappointing me now. You're like,
You know what? I know Pixar character. I know that it's difficult to realize that everything is not an overnight success.
So you mean that she just didn't wake up with 57,000 followers overnight and have all the success in one day? Because I thought that when you get onto LinkedIn and you follow a guru, you can become like a big success person like overnight in one instance. So the fact that you disappointed me with all the hard work and all the expectations that Heather met along the way, Christina. So what you're telling me is she actually put the hard work in. She set expectations and managed them along the way and kept winning and winning. So what you're also saying is that there's actually no quick fix to winning. She showed up and went to work.
Yeah, she showed up. She went to work. This is the product she started with. It's where she's ended up. It's where she's seen herself over time get to, which we've all done. Where you start is not necessarily where you're going to finish. And yes, if a guru is out there claiming overnight, this is what they're going to do for you. I'm going to get you to a 10K month, your first 10K month within 90 days. I've got the proven system to do X, Y, Z. It's bullshit. And if it's not bullshit, then they're doing it in a way that is going to fabricate the results and or gamify things that may not be values aligned to you. And if you keep looking at me with that fucking face, I'm going to lose it because I can't look at you seriously.
Heather Murray, we are celebrating you here today.
Big fan, Heather. Big love.
With the Creator Spotlight Community
Please
Corner.
don't judge me based on my association with Keith, please.
We want you to come on the show and hang out with us. And I will put on Pixar character Keith for that conversation with you, because yesterday we had baby Keith, we had older Keith, now we have Pixar character Keith. And we're going to get into the business and branding segment right now.